Hello and welcome to another Bitcoin video here on the weekend. As we're heading into the weekend, I hope you will all have a nice and relaxing weekend. The market certainly is relaxing. We don't see much movement, actually no movement at all. It's probably, just a continuation of that tight range that price has been in. I mean, you could say it has really been boring, well, for many months now, actually. I mean, look at that. We're basically still at the same price that we've been at in April. But then we've also had sideways movement that started already in March. So we have to conclude here, this period was extremely boring. There were just a few exciting days, and especially August and September are historically very boring months for crypto anyway. But I think this year tops it all. So typically though, in October, November, December, prices start to move, typically to the upside, historically at least. So it's going to be interesting potentially. But hopefully September will be more interesting, but I'm not entirely sure, because historically, if you look at it over a 10-year pattern, the September has been more or less weak. So September, okay, we all know that, September. And then we've got October, which is typically going to recover. And that wouldn't necessarily be in contrast to my scenario here, because we are still looking at potentially a little bit lower, potentially as we're heading into September, bearish September, yeah. And it would still allow for a drop all the way down to 26,280 in the current scenario if it needs to. I'm not saying it will come down to that level, but it may come down still in this C wave of wave 2. This is for me still the leading scenario. That we are selling off in the C wave. Confirmation for that would be a break below 29k, or at least below 29k, which is the 78.6 retracement of the move to the upside. Below that level, we should at least see the momentum increase to the downside. And then it can head quite quickly to 28.3k, maybe even 27,480. We will need to see how the structure is looking like. But first of all, we need to establish that there is, of course, a chance that Bitcoin has bottomed already in this wave 2, in all of wave 2. Now, it is possible that we're already rallying in a third wave. Does it look like a third wave? Not yet. And exactly because of that reason, I don't assume we are already in the third wave. Also, while the train is typically leaving with as many people as possible not on the train as possible, I don't feel we're quite there yet. The bottoming structure is rather incomplete, and it would be good to make one more low at least, okay? But it's possible. So we're tracking a potential yellow 5-wave move to the upside, as you can see there on the chart. If those 5 waves are complete, followed by a 3-wave pullback, we have our next trade set up for higher, and we can say that the low has been in here. And that could then eventually set us up for a rally to 40k and beyond. So this is the pattern we need to observe. It's not the leading scenario at the moment. And however, we are tracking it, yeah, so that we're not surprised by any movement. In the short term, higher prices are still possible as long as we're holding 29k, and actually probable. A break below 29k, as I said, would increase downward momentum. If we get one more high here, it could simply be the B wave before coming down in C. Yeah, the B wave could have topped, but it could also give us a higher B wave. I would prefer that. Just looking at the C wave, because the C wave needs some space when it comes down, but we'll see. I mean, it would not change the scenario from, okay, we get one more high in the B wave and then come down, or we go down directly. There is no change in scenario, but the 29k level is the pivot. So yeah, there is not much more to add to on Sunday. Tomorrow. On Sunday, we've got our member live stream again, and we're going to talk about how prices are actually made and created in the spot markets and the future markets. It's a topic I'm interested in personally as well, but the community voted for it. So if you're interested in that, want to check in on the member live stream, check it out. You need to be a member for that. You can sign up using the links in the description, and then you can find this link tomorrow on Telegram and Discord, plus all the other live stream tutorials. They're always educational on Discord. Yeah, you can watch all the recordings of previous live streams. But yeah, there is not much more to add. I can add with regards to the price, and I don't think it's going to be a very exciting weekend here. So let's see what we can share later today. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.